Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Coding with Chris. We're gonna have some fun today. So let's see where we are here. So last time we got to we had Amir on showing us how to do some nice stuff with scaling. Hey Marco, my friend. What's going on? Marco, I am going to mod you. You've earned a mod sticker because you're here almost every bloody time. And I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it was good. I learned a crap ton. Oh, I'm welcoming myself to the stream. That's weird. Anyway, so we've got these three different maps going on just to visualize them. So we've got the height map, the moisture map, and the temperature map. Now we're going to put all these things together and see if we can get an actual map going. So I think what I'm going to do is where do I want to do this? The generate world map. I think inside the world map is where I need to do this. So I need to have I've got the moisture, height, and temperature maps. So I think I just want yeah, so we want to put the final thing just in map here. All right, so no. No. Because the map is just going to be sprites. The map is actually the tiles. So we just need to put a sprite index in there. Okay. Yep. So here's what I've done. I've made this little biomes sprite here. I did this in Libra Sprite. And let me show you this so you can see kind of what it looks like. So I decided to make them, this is very, very simple. Well, as the project goes on, maybe somebody can make something nicer than this, but right now I've just got 4x4, 4 pixel by 4 pixel. Yeah, I know, right? This is really cool. I like it. And it was really easy to use too, so that was nice. But we're just going to make these the different biomes. So we'll make up a thing to select the indexes, the pixel indexes for these things, and then use this as a sprite sheet, and we'll figure out how to get that all working. So in the tile, we have the sprite here. So what we want to actually do is we want to decide when we've got what. So I've got this biome class. I'm wondering if what I should do is make an enum in here. Straight up enum. What do I want to do here? So I want to I'm not quite sure what structure I want to use. What do I do with this? Got two of those open. Oopsies. Stream was down for a bit. What? Was it really? I'm not seeing any current issues, but weird. But anywho, I don't know if I want to do an enum. Because what I want to do basically is say, okay, we've got, man, I keep bumping the mic. I'm sorry, guys. Beating the crap out of your ears, probably. But what I want to do is say something like, water is 1 and sand is 2, right? And define these so that I know which index I've got. So that then I can just define, because I know they're always 4x4, so I can say, okay, cell 1 is this, and cell 2 is this, and cell 3 is this, right? And that translates. So let us see how Amir did that in the samples. Man, I'm having a hard time thinking and talking at the same time here today. I got myself some of my own merch. I like it. Got myself a bucket hat too, but I can't wear it with the headphones on because, you know, it just squishes down and covers my ears and then I can't hear nothing. Also, scientifically proven as of this morning that this coffee cup makes your coffee taste better. Just saying. There is merch. Here, I'll even show you. I'll shill this a little bit. There you go. Oh, also, I added some commands. You guys can put exclamation commands in there, and it'll show you the few commands that we've got for you. I'll add more stuff. I'm just starting to get all the automation for the stream going. Also, I updated OBS today to version 29 from version 27, and the plugin that I use doesn't work in 29, so I had to rejigger some things a little bit and get them working differently. Like you'll notice the chat looks a little different and stuff, and I don't have my purple outline, but you know, what are you gonna do? Things change. All right, so what was I doing? Oh, I was opening up another one of these to find, where is the, no, I just wanted the samples stuff. Go to downloads. I think it's in here. Samples. So he had one that was, oh, sprite lookup right here. It is. All right. So he had a thing up here. Right. So he's just mapping. Oh, he's just doing it as a hash. Gotcha. To these different indexes, and then he's saying, was he referencing those? Oh, I guess that's the height and width, the pixel. I don't know, but anyway, we can use the same kind of structure. I don't really need to know exactly what that is. So let us say we'll just do it as a hash. That's fine. And then we're going to need an array of width and height stuff. Which we'll have to figure out what that is in a minute, but not yet. All right, so water, sand, ice. What else we got? Let's look at our biome map. Let's just look at our biome map. Default app. Yep, there we go. All right. So we want taiga, grassland. We want forest, rainforest, temperate forest. Oh, we want desert as well. We want dessert. Forest, rainforest. What else you got in here? Savannah. That'll be good for now. Okay, we'll do that for now. And we want to call this how did he do this? He just left a thing. I want this to be a no, I don't want to do it like that. Yeah. So I want to make this a... Oh no. That is actually a good idea for how to reference this. Like that. What are you doing? Okay, now we're back to square. All right, so if we have water now, I can't remember which way this goes, but we'll find out if we're backwards. But if we're looking at Sprite from there, you look at their tile X being 0 means the start is left of the sprite. Tile Y being 8 says draw 8 pixels down from the top. So he's got a 16 by 6, so each of these is 4 by 4. No, 8 by 8. 16 by 16. 1.5. All right, so let's see what happens. They are 4 by 4 picks, not 1 by 1. That would be true if it were 1 by 1, yes, but they're 4 by 4. All right, so what I want to do, just as a test, is let us go to main and let us put out see, that's the button. I need the button right now. I just want to do an args outputs primitives, shovel that in, and we want to make one of these things, and then we'll have to tell it a sprite. So I want that most. I guess I don't want to have images. I want to have sprites. That makes more sense. And then we want this here. Yeah. Like it? And this will be biomes. So tile X and tile Y. So if I say 0, 0, my width and height are 4. And I want to draw it, let's just draw it at 128 for the moment. At this position. Sure, why not? I just want to see what comes out here. And this needs to be told it's a sprite. No, not that way. It is... Did I do that? Not in there. Not in there. No, but where did I do it for my... Oh, I did it in here. That primitive marker. That's what I was trying. I want this, but as a sprite. Right? Yeah. There. Okay, now, if I DR this, I think that's weird. All right, let us turn off the setup for the... So why did that come out like... So this is... Let's just draw this at 0, 0. See what we get. Okay, yeah, so that whole big thing is a mess, but... Hey, Levi! Oh, good. Maybe you can help me figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong here. So I've got this little, I've got a little sprite thing here that I just made 4x4 and 10 sprites tall. These are 4x4 pixels sprites. I'm trying to just figure out which way is 0 in that sprite sheet because I can't remember. So I'm just outputting a sprite from my biomes thing here. The rest of the background is garbage, but this right here is coming out, and I don't know where that's coming from. I don't have any red in that sprite sheet, so I'm a little confused as to what's going on here. The main background I don't care about. I've turned that off for the moment. I'm just concerned with that little square. I just want to see what I'm getting out of the sprite sheet. See if I've got my coordinates correct. So, like, if I get rid of this. I have 3 of these open. Oh. Yeah. So, see, what I'm concerned about is this bit down here. Right? So, if I've got a sprite sheet that is... tile counts from the top. Okay. So if I've got a 0, 0, or is it, or I'm assuming this is a 0 based. So I should be getting this. Count for height. Well, I thought I did. These are 4x4. So that's the tile width and the tile height is 4. Let me change these to 1s and see what I get. Ah. So I get my white one. All right. So it's not 0 based. I want this. So 1, 1 is down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So if I do Y10, right? I should get my blue one. Does everybody agree with that? What are the bets? I didn't get my blue one. Do I need to do X10? Well, that doesn't seem to be what's happening. Oh, okay. So yeah, it is. X is 1 because set next to 10 blew things up because I've only got one wide with a 4x4, right? So if I set this to Y, then I should get, what the hell? I'm very confused by this. I'm very confused by this. All right, so let's look back at these dockies. So this is a 16 by 16 with 4 pixels, which means each of these blocks is 8 by 8. So the tile width and height 8 by 8, right? Good, got that. Tile X is 0 and tile Y is 8, which gives me this. So if X is 0 and Y is 8, yeah, so that would mean it's 0 up here. So you're right, Levi. It should be top left is 0, 0. So if that's the case, if I do 0, 0, or do it, yeah, because it should start there and give me the blue one. Hey, Sudo, welcome. Right, so it should give me the blue one. Why is it always giving me the white one? I'm confused. Why Ruby? Because Ruby is a beautiful language. It's very pleasant to code in. It's also very intuitive. A lot of objects in Ruby, you can say, gosh, what would the method be in this? And you guess a method and you're usually right. So what happens if I mean, this should be the X and Y position of where I'm drawing it, right? Yeah, it is, because I just moved over a couple pixels. So, but let's make sure. Let's say this is. Oh yeah, no, sure. Lots of different people have lots of different preferences, but the reason I do Ruby is I think it's purty. Python dev, cool. And learn React. Yeah, we use React at work. I do all back-end stuff. I don't have to do front-end anymore. Try it with, whoops, I didn't mean to shut that down. Try it with source. What, here? Oh, wait. What do you mean with source instead of path? Is that what you mean? Oh, instead of tile. You mean this? I shall give it a shot. I'll try anything that looks awful similar. I'm very confused. This do not follow the instructions at all. Check the path. Okay. Well, I mean, I've got Sprites, Biomes. Oh, sweet Lord. I'm a dipstick. Oh, let's see. Yes, it should. I accidentally put it under. That was my intention to put it there, but I accidentally put it under because I'm a big dum-dum. And you're really smart. That's why I'm glad that I'm doing this live and that chat's here to help me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have ever looked at that and been out of shape. Probably ought to reload that. All right, so now I've got Sprites Biome. Right? Yep. Still goofy. Yeah. Good old checkerboards. But here's the weird thing. I'm still getting that. I know, right? Let me go back to source here and see if that does a thing. Well, it made it black instead of white. Oh, I thought this was rooted from app. It's rooted from my game. Okay. So I should move it up here. Okay. So I could have done that, but I'd have had to do this. I don't want to do that. All right. Okay, now I've got a big white square, which is... maybe this does need to be tile. We'll figure this crap out at some point. Well, it's good to know DR wasn't all goofy. It was just me. Haha! There's blue! So if I go the other way and go 10x, I should get the white. Right? And I do. And if I go 5x, I should get the thing in the middle. And I don't. Why? Did not reload? Oh, sweet Lord. Yes, it is much more efficient because... whoa. Something's off. Because the sprite map, I can just load one image into memory and then tell it where I want to look at it instead of loading a bunch of crap off a disk constantly. Huh. That's interesting. Now, when you say much more efficient, that depends on how many sprites you're using, I suppose. If I had a sprite map that had 10 sprites in it, or 10 individual sprite images that are 4 pixels, in this particular case, I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference. Yeah, they're 4x4, which is... oh, well, yeah. Is this my pixel address or my tile address that is this size? I thought this was tile address. Is that all right? Okay, so it's, so then I've got to do this. So this is a pixel address, not a tile address. Okay, so that's my white square. I do 16, I ought to get the fourth one. Okay. Now I'm understanding. I thought what this was doing was, since I told it they're 4 by 4, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. But that's not it. This is 0, this is 4, this is 8, 16. Now I get it. Okay. Thank you, Levi. You the man. So, all right. So I understand how that works. So what we need to do then is we need to define what these are for each of these things. So my X is always going to be 0. So in theory, I don't actually have to define an array. I could just give it a Y index, but ultimately I think I don't want this to just be a vertical array. I want to render me at width height square based at, gotcha. I see my goof. All right. So then water will be, I didn't put these in order, but so let's say, so water would be 0, 0. Sand would be 0, 4. Right? Yeah. Ice is going to be at the bottom. That's 36. I don't know who we want to make what, but let's just say tundra is going to be 8. I don't have a tundra. Call that taiga. Fine, whatever. And let's just say fill the rest of these in. We'll figure it out later. 24, 28, and 32. So that should be that stuff. Make this a class. Class method, so I don't have to instantiate biome. All right, so then in my world map, nope, in my tile, where I'm doing the sprites. All right, so let's say if this is less than 0.1, no, 0.5, and no, if it's water, it's just if it's less than that, it's water, right? So biome is water. Good. Yep. And if it's that, we'll call that sand. Sure. But this is where, and moisture value is less than some number. Now we want to do it like this. If it's that, ooh, Then the biome is desert. Otherwise, call it sand. All right, let's just start with that. And what I want to do is return biome. Right. Okay, so now that I've got the sprite, what I want to do is on the map, as I'm going through, forgot ends. Thank you. So, all right, so this was just a test. This is not a real thing. What I actually want to do here is still do the setup. That'll generate all the maps. We do the that's for the buttons, right? Okay. Try button click. And this, I think we actually will want, because... But no, we need that because that's the one that's actually rendering screen. Okay, good. Move. What I do want is another button here. For now. And we'll just make that very green. Good. All right, so we want we're going to be putting the world map there. All this. Yeah. This needs to be world map. Okay. Good, so I've got those set up. I've got that. I've got this correct. Got a world map sprite that's getting the selected layers. So the only thing I really need to do now is to get this set up. So yeah, I don't want to call it sprites. I want to call it world map. That's what that is. And then sprites come from the tile. What have I got wrong in here? Still missing an end somewhere? How about that? Oh, yep, I'm missing an end somewhere. Oh. there, of course. All right, so I'm doing that stuff. Then, yeah. Calm your tots there, RuboCop. So the height viz, temperature viz, moisture viz. I don't want that. What I want is I want to be putting these into actual. Oh, wait a minute. The world map is what's going through generating the individual maps, right? And then it goes through my tiles. Yes. I would. Technically. So where I want to be doing this is tile dot sprite is I did this backwards. I don't want to be calculating this here. I want to be assigning that there. Yeah. So I want to calc sprite at X and Y. Oh, shut up, Alexa. Nobody asked you. Alexa over here thinks she's Chat GPT trying to give me advice. You know, yeah, now she's all mad because I insulted her. Yeah, so I need this over here. Right. And then what I want to do is I want to make one of these things as the actual tile sprite, not that. This here. Correct. Do is get rid of that. Ooh, yuck. All right, and we actually want this drawn at 4x4. And X is X and Y is Y. So tile X is going to be this. Biome.lookup for that hash. Right? The X will be the 0 because we're an array. And the Y should be the 1. Right? And that's what this gets stored in tile sprite. Mhm. I need to access that. Huh? Yeah, you like spaces in the comments, I know. Stop RoboCop. I'll fix it later. I mean, there's all kinds of refactoring what needs to go on here, but this is gonna have to shut down from. I'm tired of it. Second. All right, so now what I need is I can't omit the hash value. This is mruby. Shut. Okay, so that should be right. And then what do I want? Now what do I want? I've calculated that. I've put that into tile.sprite. Initialize that to nil. And no, I need to. Good grief. All right. I got it. This actually needs to return and we need a biome here, not the sprite itself. And that's what we want to shove in. Okay. And I want to call this calc biome. Right? Guaranteed to work, isn't it, chat? Oh, I haven't blown up yet. Oh, whoops, spoke too soon. Fairness on a symbol with float fail. Where? Oh, map 5. What? Oh, it's not height value. It's height. Right? No, it's not. What it is my tiles. Yeah, I don't want to do it at X, Y. I do, but I also need to pass my tile in there. That feels bad. Does it feel bad? Yeah, because I'm using information from the tile to calculate I don't need to do this. I don't need to do it. Yes. So, okay. Yeah, that felt bad because that should be inside the tile. Ooh, crossing all kinds of weird boundaries there. All right, now I think I feel better about this. All right, so this is then height value. And I want to say map biome. And I have that twice. Biome is exposed, so we can actually see what the biome is, which good for later. Got this lookup. Okay, that's all good. Yeah. I think that's correct. So then what I'm doing with that, then I'll have an actual sprite that I need to shovel into what? So I've got the tile in my map XY. I suspect also that at some point I'm gonna want to move this calc biome stuff into the biome class so it can figure out based on information what it should return. But we'll look at that later. All right, so then in the main, I want to show selected layer world map. So okay, so I need to put no, that's for the buttons. Wait, where am I? A second. So my setup does this stuff. So this is creating. Okay, so I want world map. Good God, this logic is. I gotta refactor this so I can follow this better. Oh, chat, feel free to shout out if you see something I'm missing. Because I want, so world map returns the sprites, which are here. But that's not what I'm actually returning. What I'm returning is no. Oops. I want to shove the biome sprite. Oh, nothing. Well, nothing really broke yet. I'm having a hell of a time following my logic here. I've got a bit of a mess happening. Trying to figure out how to get from what to where. So I got to get something into sprites so that sprites can be, well, world map returns sprites. That's my actual primitives, that are going to my render target. So sprites needs to get filled with something. World map sprites. So world map sprites is an array, just like the viz, right? And then sprites is getting shoveled in the biome, and no. I don't want the biome, I want the sprite. There. I think that's what I was... no. Ah. So if I go... What? Build that instance dot world map dot it should just be world map. Okay. Is an empty array. Well, that's a thing. Oh, that also says empty array. Wait, what the hell? What have I broken? Let's reload. How biome method missing on world map? Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. So what I'm trying to put in there is the... No, I don't need to put anything in there. It's doing its own thing. Still broken though. Yeah, I took that out. All right, let's reload you. The method doesn't exist on moisture viz. What? Oh. Why are you looking on moisture viz for that? What? What are you doing? World map 35. Where are you going? Sprites is tile.sprite. So then it says, okay, this doesn't exist. Do I have a biome when I get here? No, I don't have a biome when I get this problem. Why? Why do I not have a biome when I... Because... Nobody ever called it. Good grief. All right. Reload you again. Okay. Moisture viz. Why? Oh, why? What? I don't understand. I still don't have a biome. Okay, not turning the biome there. Solid calc biome. Yeah, I'm never returning. Oh. Oh, I don't have an else, like a default for that. That would do it. So what do I want my default to be? Let's just make the default grassland. Sure. Yeah, okay, well, at least we got a different error. X method missing on tile. What? Tile 20. That's true. But it's supposed to. Oh, yeah. Oh. I mean, be picky. You know what I meant. Stupid. Bloody computers being so specific about things. Well, getting further. Suppose that's... Ooh. My button didn't come out right. Oh. I've got something going bad in there. Oh, core dump. Yay. All right, well, I was getting biomes, so that's good. Let's turn off the... Get rid of the puts, because... Holy crap. That'll make a mess of things. So... Let's also make the default here of this world map. Get rid of this. Right? Okay, good. Oh. Oh. I mean, it's not correct, but it didn't blow up. That's a step in the right direction. You can still look at the temperature, moisture, and height maps. My other button didn't... Oh, maybe it did come out. I just can't see it. All right. Well, let's fix that. Uh, that'd be right. Let's turn off the setup for a second so I can test the buttons real quick. Ew. Oh boy. Broke something. I shouldn't have to have that. Why would my buttons not show up? Why aren't the buttons showing up? Let's see. Let's just undo that for a minute. If okay, the buttons still aren't showing. What the hell? Oh, because I moved the right. Am I creating those buttons? Yeah, here. Okay. So I do still have to do the setup, but I don't have to do this. All right, there's those buttons. Now, I should button 10, 9, map. Should be okay. Right? Aha. Okay, now I got my button back. Let's see what we get with the map now and where we're at. We get nowhere. Oh, it hadn't finished yet. I'm assuming. Oh boy. That's really slow. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's gonna core dump again, I think. Well, I don't think it's the Perlin noise that's that slow, Levi. That's actually, I mean, because it's generating two big Perlin noise maps and a another gradient map in there, right? Right as it comes in. This is a problem somewhere in our sprite generation stuff. Because if I take, let's see, if I take that out, right where we're doing the sprites, oh my goodness, what is locking up here? Backtrack a little bit here. Take that out. And make this not the default layer. Make the the height viz. Things up a little bit. Find out what the problem is here. Because this was working okay. Okay, I've broken something. Something's gotten into a bad loop here. I think. Yep, something's gotten into a bad loop. All right, where am I at? And it was working a minute ago. Because I actually got a world map sprite. It wasn't correct, but got one. This shouldn't be causing any looping problems. Those didn't change, so those should all be okay. This should be fine. Okay, so what are you having a problem with? Can't really try. I could. I'm gonna have to do some log. Think. Yep. So let us go in here and do. I have that. Why do I have that? All right, well, let's see where we get here with this logging. Oh. The hell? Moisture map, got my temperature map, got my height map. So those all came in, and my map is goofy looking, but that's all grassland. All right. So that's fine. Okay, so it is working. Why was it not before? I'm confused. Let's see. All right. So see, it did all that Perlin noise, and this ain't exactly small. Did it twice, plus this gradient map generated, plus assigning all the tiles and calculating sprites in less than 10 seconds. That's pretty snappy. For Perlin noise function written in Ruby instead of a C wrapper, hell yeah, I'm happy with that. Good job, Levi. I honestly didn't think it was possible to write Perlin noise function in Ruby native Ruby that would be anywhere close to usable, but apparently it is. All right. So we're getting the map. So now what we need to do is figure out why we are getting just the couple of... yeah, I'm using mostly the latest version. So I've got... I mean, it's a little bit adapted. But this thing where we move the gradient array up there, and a lot of your changes to inline some things. Although just when I was doing testing, in my case, the lerps and the fades being methodized didn't seem to make any appreciable difference. So I left them like that for readability for me. But yeah, basically the latest kind of version, I think, is what I'm on. At least the last one I saw you messing with. So okay. So as I'm going through the tiles now, I think my problem is I'm just not hitting these things. So I need to find out what my height distribution is. Yeah, they were. And I could see, because where's my it's in the world is the size. So see, I'm doing 320 by 180, so that's my XY sizes. That's pretty big. That's a lot of cells to go through. So the fact that it's doing it that fast, it's pretty impressive. And it's doing it that fast twice, plus some other stuff. All right, so what I need to find out is my distribution. I have this. So let's get our distribution. 6 seconds at a 1280 by 720. That's, I mean, that's really good for native Ruby. All right, so let's see. I've got from 0.1 to 0.8. That's my min and max is, well, this over the entire map. And this is a bell curve of distribution from 0.1 to 0.8. So I should have based on these at least some water. So what that tells me is that somehow I'm not getting this. Oh, one pass noise. Yeah, I'm also doing I've got the height map is 3 octaves, so 3 pass, and the moisture map is 1 pass. Forgot an else, did I? Son of a biscuit. Oh, yeah, because I'm just always assigning it back to grassland like a dummy. Ay. It's a good thing I got chat here. Hey, Wales. Welcome. How you doing? What's going on? We're slow programming here, and I'm using chat to help me. This is, you guys are my chat GPT. All right, so now I should get something. Now we're still, I think, a little goofy here, but chat Twitch TV. There you go. That's the one. All right, let's Let's just see what we get. Holy hell! Needs to be bigger, but holy hell! It works! We have stuff. That's right, we always like stuff. What are we programming? Oh, so you're just looking around for it. So you're a Rubyist as well? Programming in Dragon Ruby. Just doing some game programming. I'm a web dev by trade, so I wanted to get out of the Rails framework and do Ruby with something else. Because I love Ruby, but getting a little tired of web apps all the time, you know? So we're just doing some game programming. Right now, we're just trying to get procedurally generated 2D maps coming up with biomes and stuff. Kind of like Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld, things like that. All right, so I've got a distribution, a good distribution that's going from 0.1 to 0.8. I wish it was a little more, but this is fine. Live Gosu. Yeah, it started with Gosu, but I got hooked up with the Dragon Ruby folks and joined their Discord, and it's been a fantastic experience. So I am sold on Dragon Ruby. If for nothing else, its community. Although I will say it works pretty cool too. I mean, it's pretty damn good. That's right, you did. You wrote me in, didn't let me leave, and I mean, to be fair, I made you guys write up some Perlin noise functions for me, so you know, I felt a little bit obligated to at least stream a little bit of that, you know. So my sizing is the problem. Now, why would my sizing be off? Because I'm assigning to every tile, so what that means is I don't have something being... Now that should all be right. Wait a minute. If I go to the map viz, I don't need to put this out anymore. But I had to add it though. So whereabouts in the world are you, Wales? You say Wales, I'll laugh. Yes, I do, but the tile sizes are 4x4, so it should, like what I'm doing here. See, we're making the width and the height of the render target this, so it should stretch it, right? Just like what I'm doing with these. Because the height and moisture maps are the same size. It's the same array. So I would think that it should... yeah. Well, but I would have to do that for all of them, right? Because what we're doing, we're making a world map sprite here that is 1280 by 720. Wait. But what I'm stuffing into that sprite is probably where my problem is. Right? Wait, where do I do world in the world map? So that's where those things are set. Yeah. That's the temp map. See, I'm just putting, that's just the values in there. What I'm looking for is what the hell is wrong? Wrong bloody thing. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was missing. So here I need to right? Yeah. No. Size is just my tile size. That's 4. Well, but you don't need, yeah, but each sprite is just 4 by 4, right? So this is the individual cell sprite. It should be 4 by 4. All this is saying is this tile has this sprite, and it's I mean, it shouldn't, what we should do, multiply the coordinates, these. All right, so first, this should be set to size, because if we ever want to change size, that should be variabilized. No, size is the tile size. So right now it's set to 4, which is our 4 by 4 pixel. So that's the tile width and height that's 4 by 4, the actual size of the sprite. But here, the X and the Y, yeah. Right, because I've got to move the coordinates. Yeah. Yep. I think you're right. Ooh. So now we need to adjust things and get the rest of the biomes in here, and you know, that's just some playing around, but we've successfully combined a height map, a moisture map. I need to bring the temperature stuff in there, but that's all in that calc biomes stuff as to what we want to use to calc which biome it is. But we actually have a bloody map now with sprites. Now what I'd really like to do, and I'll have to play with this for next time maybe, is I want to make this, I know, right? That's how I feel. Woohoo! I'm glad I've got my chat GPT with me. Chat Twitch GPT. You guys are the best. All right, so but this is exciting. I've got a thing with Perlin noise that's rendered differently every time, and it's reasonably fast. I mean, I'm very happy with how quickly that comes out. Also, having played Dwarf Fortress and generated a world from there. Now, to be fair, that's generating all the history, and there's a lot more going on than just this map, but still, it takes a while. So having somebody having to wait 10 or 15 seconds to get their world genned up is not a big deal. All right, so now what's going to happen, or what I'd like to be able to do, is to make this bigger. So basically zoom in and be able to move it around, you know, like click and drag it so I can move it around, but the PNG is actually bigger than this. So I'd want, I mean, I guess I just need to zoom in, which I know, I think one of the things I'm going to start looking at, maybe load in for next time, is smog. Because I know it has like a camera module package that you can pull into it. And I think that's the one I want for that, is because it has some zooming stuff where I can zoom in on this and be able to move it around. Yeah, and then the next thing that we're gonna do, like Dwarf Fortress or whatever, this is the world map, so we gotta make the play map. So we would select an area and say, okay, I want to be here. These buttons will need to go away. But I want to be here, and this is where we deploy, and then I've got a map this size that's like a zoomed in more the actual play map. That shouldn't take as long though, because it's going to use all this same kind of stuff. And then we can get to actually putting pawns on there and moving around and having a game. 2D camera is relatively simple to roll yourself. Yeah, I would imagine that as long as I'm doing a render target, and so I've basically just got one big sprite here to move around, it's not so bad. I can imagine I'd probably want to put a fork in my eye if I was doing this with individual sprites, but trying to do that. But with a render target, I imagine it's not that bad. Although I will say one of the reasons I want to look into Smog is because those things are packaged up real nice. There's other stuff I want to look at in there too, and kind of standardize around that packaging. But there's a lot of stuff in there that looks really nice. So I may branch off and play with Smog a little and see if that buys what I think it's going to buy. Because I would like to get to... I love the procedural gen stuff. I like that. But I would like to get some actual gameplay things. Oh, yeah. I mean, when I say bad, I don't mean like, you know... Your production environment is going south and you have to fix it in 5 minutes or the whole world explodes type of bad. I mean, yeah, it's more annoying because then you have to think about zooming in on each pixel or each sprite and moving which sprites are in your view and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to think that hard. I'm already having to think hard enough just to get pretty stuff. But this, man, I am excited about this. I like this. And this is, holy crap, I never, ever thought Ruby would be able to do something like this quickly. Because it's in an interpreted language. But this is honestly rivaling things that I've seen in Unity. Things that I've done in Unity for speed. So I'm most impressed with what Dragon Ruby has put together here. All right, so there's much cleanup to do. Optimizations and stuff. But I am super happy with that. Plus, I need to go in and kind of... Oh, I'm sure you have opinions on Unity. Well, I do too. I think less on Unity and more on C#. I spent a long time in the .NET dev world professionally, and I'm not the biggest fan of just the way the language looks. I much prefer Ruby. All right, so this is working well. That's parameterized. The width and height, I should be able to make those parameterized as well, because that should always be the same as what the tile size is set to. For instance, if I ever want to go and make this like 16-bit tiles instead of 4 or 32-bit tiles, I should be able to do that just by changing what the tile size is. Here. Now, I also have to do some calculations with this stuff, but let's not hard code things where we don't have to. All right, so the only other thing really is this has to be fleshed out so we get more real looking maps, or reasonable looking maps. Also, I think this probably belongs in here. Yeah. No, but if I do that, I'm going to have to pass in the have to think about that. Because if I move it over here, it's using a lot of information from the tile. The height value, the moisture value, the temperature, all that stuff. I don't think that that's a good place for. I think it still belongs in the tile. So we're gonna want to make. So we've got the world map. Generally, we want to have the play map. Shouldn't be too hard to do that now that we understand how all this is working. I need to do some refactoring in here to make this more readable because it's a god-awful mess right now. And I don't want to make a spaghetti code mess. I want to have things nice and neat because I've seen way too many game programming things in Unity samples that I just was trying to follow, and I couldn't make heads or tails of it. And I've been programming a long time, and holy hell, that was a mess. But I am generally very happy with how this turned out. Let's take a look at that. I'm so excited about it. I want to take a look at it again. I'm sorry, chat. I know this is, repetitive, but holy crap, that is so nice to see. It's only taken me, what, 6 episodes to get here? Which I'm sure somebody who's experienced with game programming would have gotten here in an hour, but that ain't me. All right. So next time, we're going to make the play map so that we can get that done, so that the time after that we can start putting actual play
Dance
stuff.
off, bro. Me and you.
Hey, thanks for the follow, man. So what I'm gonna do.
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
Hey, thanks, Levi. Appreciate that. We've got our session, so I'm going to commit this. I'll push the session one. I'll make sure I didn't miss any files. No, I'm good. So we are going to check out develop. Did I get that right? Yeah. And then I'm going to merge in session. Hey, happy Valentine's Day also, y'all. I love that you're here. All right, so that's merged, and we push that up to develop. And if you would like to play along, the repo is open. It's for a community project, so feel free to go in there and check things out. You are more than welcome. I put tickets in there, so feel free to put tickets in if you find things or have ideas. Feel free to do PRs if you want to work on tickets or practice PRs. This project is for the community. It's not commercial, so you can't screw it up. I've got backups all over the place, so the worst you could do is pretty much nothing. So feel free to jump in and play along. All right, so I will wrap it up for today. I'm really excited, and I'm glad that you guys were here to share my joy on this. I will be back with this again next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Thursday we have got on the show, we've got Drew Bragg coming to talk about motivation and getting shit done. And then we will, so Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I hope to see you guys again. This was lots of fun. Let's rejoice in this one more time. Woo! And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. We're just gonna go out on the high note here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please follow, like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, because we multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube. You can catch it both places. If you want to rewatch, it's always on YouTube. And I will catch you guys either Thursday if you like to watch the show, or Tuesday if you want to see me goof up some more programming. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed that, and happy programming. Bye.